왔다, 끝났다.
I think all that I have left is.
I'm here, so we're good.
From
Number 0, Anby.
that's wrong. Yeah, I'm not getting those this week.
Standing by. We fight it. Take a deep breath. The spotlight's about to shine.
I think that's fine for now. That's wrong. That's probably what I should do. Or, actually, this is probably what I should do.
Take a deep breath. Your
Oh,
My
no.
loyalty lies
Okay.
with the winner.
While I have the extra efficiency, it would make sense to go ahead. Right.
Looking for intel? Or hiring me for a job?
Have a cup of coffee to jumpstart your day. You know, coffee is not a must, but I'm here, so we're good.
It's our turn, bro.
My loyalty lies with the winner.
Easy work. Stay vigilant. Launch! Wait now! Sound strategy. Now you can. A perfect conduit. Hope you enjoy. Great timing. Flip the switch. Thanks. This one's for you. Right on cue. A perfect conduit. Hope you enjoy.
Alright, I'm not hitting a physical weakness with any of my teams.
I'll take you.
Great times.
Keep it.
Right on cue.
Move it.
Flip the switch. Hope you enjoy it. It's time.
Really?
Oh, that's the music. Music is the rhythm of life. I've heard the conduit. I won't back down.
You know, I think I understand why everyone complains about this fight.
I'll take you.
Mind the blind spot. Right on cue. Great time. Flip the switch.
Move it.
Hope you enjoy
Keep it.
How about some music? Sounds better. Watch! Wait now! Wanna recharge? What you deserve. Face the consequences. I've heard the conduit. This one's for you. Cross the line and you get stuck.
That's not what I wanted. Why is it so unreliable when it comes to what character it switches in next?
Here comes the first.
Right.
My loyalty lies with the winner.
Straight on cue. Flip the switch. Great timer. Oh, that's amazing. Mind the voltage.
Neat. I really doubt I'm in a state to actually do well with this right now, but let's give it a try anyway. Of course, they're resistant to ice. Great. Might as well give it a try. Even if it's resistant, I'm gonna try this team.
It's over.
Watch out!
Correct. In pursuit.
Out of my way! Out of my way!
You're done. Press the attack.
Take this!
Let's finish the job.
Honestly, I had actually thought resisting a damage type also made enemies immune to its status effect, or anomaly. I guess I was wrong.
Weakling. No room for mercy. Resistance is futile. It's over. Victory, the only option. Press forward. Weakling. Mind and body.
Yeah, as I kinda figured, Miyabi just powers through damage resistance without a care. That one I'm willing to actually try to fight legitimately, though. Even though this team is pretty horrifically underleveled. Or under-equipped, rather.
I'll be the next tune.
That's such bullshit.
Here it is.
There it is.
Change is not covered.
That was crazy. What was that? How?
Here it is. Heads up.
Man, it sure would be amazing if the game just didn't constantly pull me into the thing that does damage.
Watch it.
Forget this. This is so stupid. Oh yeah, the boss is a pretty easy fight, but actually the things that aren't the boss are practically impossible to deal with. What a stupid, idiotic excuse for a design.
Weakling. Press the attack. No room for mercy. My blade is already sheathed. There's no time to wait. Got him! I'm unstoppable. Leave the rest to me, Chief. Weakling. Resistance is futile. I see it. My blade is already. I swear on my blade. Surrender. Perimeter under control. Switch is decisive.
That was suffering. that. I expect this is just going to be the usual wallet returning event. No, it's a different one. I don't think I've had this one before. this is just gonna be the same one that I've had. Yep. With all the kids from his story quest. Pretty sure this is the only random quest event I've actually had with him.
thanks to your store, I can finally relax. Actually, I wanted to go to Reverb Arena, but I had no idea the paparazzi would zero in on me as soon as I stepped out the door. Eve kept going on and on, saying, I can't let anyone snap a photo of you at Reverb Arena. So we had to think of a way to lose them.
What's wrong with Reverb Arena? Why can't you be photographed there?
Apparently, a popular singer who performs at Reverb Arena wrote a song mocking Tops, and now the situation is pretty tense. But I'm not going there to perform. I just want to win back the title in the impression competition.
So, you still haven't given up? Can't handle losing to a Bang Boo, huh?
Time's running out before the competition starts. I don't know if I can make it in time. Oh, my plan's been ruined. The view from this window is great. I can see those two paparazzi staked out by the side of the road. Let's see how long it'll take for them to give up. Ugh, they're so persistent. Why haven't they left yet? Oh, one's taken off. Think this is our chance? Huh? He's back? And carrying 2 bowls of noodles? Wise, hurry! I want some too. Order me a black bowl, red chili chicken noodles.
Never mind the noodles. Those paparazzi look like they're in it for the long run.
I'm not backing down this time. I'm not leaving until they leave. If they camp there the whole night, then I'll just sleep here.
Are you serious?
Of course! We could play games, sing together with Belle, and watch videotapes all night. It'll be great. This is the kind of friendship I've been longing for. Don't worry, I'll just sleep on the couch in Belle's room tonight. I'm a heavy sleeper and I don't snore.
It doesn't matter how much of a heavy sleeper you are. I would never dare to let a superstar sleep on the couch. If your fans found out, they'd tear our video store down to the ground.
Don't worry, really. Whenever we've got an announcement deadline to make, I usually end up crashing on the couch anyway. The real problem is pajamas. Maybe I could borrow some? Belle's clothes are a little too small. Do you have something more baggy?
You mean, you want to wear my clothes?
What's wrong? Not cool with that?
No, that's fine. As long as you're okay with it. I've got plenty of spare clothes.
That's what I thought. Given our friendship, I knew you wouldn't say no.
But the paparazzi might use this to fabricate rumors. You know, Astra Yao stays at an unknown store all night. Or something like that. Excuse me, Miss Yao. Who are you meeting in that store? A friend? Please tell us everything.
Oh no. Well, now you found me out. I'll have to spill the tea and tell you everything about our relationship.
What kind of relationship?
Where should I begin? I'll start from when I met my online friend. This wise character can control Bang Boo and whatnot, and he's doing all sorts of stuff on internet. And don't even get me started on everything that he's been up to in the Hollows.
What are you saying? And what does that have to do with our relationship? You're clearly exposing my identity. Just drag me straight to Pubsic and be done with it.
I'm just joking. Don't worry, as long as Eve is around, no paparazzi will get close enough to even ask that kind of question. Speaking of paparazzi, those two outside seem to be stamping their feet and sticking their tongues out. What are they doing?
Looks like it's the spicy red chili chicken noodles.
Oh, you're right! Look, they ran off, probably to buy some water. Now's our chance! I can slip out and go to Reverb Arena! Oh, but what a shame.
Yeah, a shame you couldn't get your noodles.
Exactly! Oh, I really wanted to try those super spicy red chili chicken noodles too. Next time. Alright, I really have to get going. Thanks for having me. If I ever find myself in danger while I'm out and about, I'll be sure to use this place as my safe house.
I'm pretty sure this is the only trust event I've had pop up for Evelyn as well.
I submitted my self-reflection report a while back, but the Institute ignored it until recently. I just received the response a few days ago. As I expected, no major consequences. They're letting me off easy, so we can go ahead and keep investigating Geppetto.
You just heard back from the Institute, and you're planning to break the rules again? Didn't you get into trouble precisely because of the unauthorized investigation into Geppetto?
Don't put it like that. I had to write the report due to failure to identify and report a breach in the confidential database firewall, resulting in a small-scale data leak. Oh, and also for recklessly launching an investigation that put myself and the enthusiastic independent investigation team captain in danger. I have already reflected on my mistakes. As a member of the Institute, my vigilance against sensitive information and caution in conducting hollow investigations are still lacking. Which is why, the moment I spotted another security breach, I reported it immediately.
Hearing that from you, I'm not sure I buy it. The Institute's confidential database has that many security breaches all of a sudden? Sounds kind of fishy to me.
Well, in any case, I've already compiled everything about the breach into my weekly report and submitted it. But at the end of the day, I'm just a nobody in the Institute. Who knows when the higher-ups will read footnote 17 on page 4, subsection 21 of my report. Now, back to the matter at hand. Before I accidentally access some of the Institute's confidential files through the security breach, I stumbled across research on combat boosters for in-hollow missions. There's a whole new line of combat boosters. Based on my preliminary observations, they are likely artificial etheric coagulum, similar to precious relics.
Precious relics? Aren't those made from the data and samples collected from rare and powerful ethereals?
That's right. However, I found that the samples and data used to create the new etheric coagulum most likely came from Geppetto.
But we didn't even manage to catch a glimpse of Geppetto during our last investigation. Who could have taken it down in such a short time?
No one did. I've been monitoring the outpost mission logs, but not one mentioned anything about Geppetto. In fact, the outpost has plans to demolish the aircraft hangar and logistics station outside the observation deck to facilitate observing Hollow Zero up close. The reason it hasn't happened yet is because they're still waiting on more intel about Geppetto. So, we'll have to take things into our own hands.
Wait, that's quite a sudden development.
You're my trusted independent investigation team captain, and the only one I've shared my investigation results on Geppetto with.
All right, I won't let you down on something so important. I'm ready to keep investigating whenever you are.
Great. We can start once you complete your preparations. Don't worry. Be it fieldwork or data analysis, the moment we have something new, I'll come find you and let you know in person.
That's an interesting team.
things under control. Looks like you found the replica relic I reverse-engineered using the data from work.
So this is the experimental prototype you made based on the Institute's data.
Yup. Do you remember what I told you? The Institute seems to have used Geppetto's data to develop a new type of etheric coagulum in their hollow research lab. The end product of these experiments resembles the relics of powerful ethereals, but we can't confirm if those experiments used Geppetto's samples, so I labeled them replica relics. If the Institute can make it, I can too. However, aside from the ones I left in the hollow, other similar relics you might encounter during your exploration actually come from the Institute's hollow research lab. I'm certain they function just like my replicas, so you can consider them the same thing. Unfortunately, we don't have much info on Geppetto, so I can only speculate on the effects of the etheric coagulum based on my own data. Follow-up experiments are needed to confirm finer details.
Follow-up experiments? Are you suggesting that I use the etheric coagulum during my investigations and see how it affects my performance in combat?
I apologize. It might sound a little risky, but that's precisely it. Please, do not worry. We have studies that confirmed the relics of ethereals can affect hollow combat. My experiments simply swap the data source to Geppetto. And I've personally tested them in the hollow to the best of my abilities. Still, it's not zero risk. If you're really concerned, forget I said anything. I can finish the remaining experiments myself.
They even have two different recordings of the line. What happened there?
No need to be so tense, Ray. If we're testing our theories on Geppetto, we need to find out what the Institute is hiding. Even if you didn't ask, I'd still bring them along with me in my investigations to verify their effects.
All right. Thank you for trusting me. However, I do have to warn you. Although it is very likely that the etheric coagulum will work against Geppetto, there is also a chance that it might negatively impact your hollow exploration. If you've decided to take some with you, just be careful.
Looking constantly upset. There's a tiny bird. I have some suspicions about her master that I'm not going to talk about right now, because I'll bet there's no one here even listening to me ramble.
This is the Lost Void. What are you all doing here?
We could ask you the same. Since you did help open the bunker, we won't question your motives for entering Hollow Zero. Got that, independent investigator? Or should I say, Hollow Raider? Either way, you'd better mind your own business. If you're smart and keep it to yourself, we could even help each other out the next time we cross paths. But if you can't take a hint and insist on poking your nose where it doesn't belong...
Well, you're the ones trapped in there, not me. You have no proof of identity, and you're threatening me, a law-abiding independent investigator. I'm sure Captain Roland would like to have a word with you.
Don't make me laugh. What we're up to is way above Roland's pay grade. That thing lurking around here is only one of our targets. Anyway, please kindly butt out and get lost. Otherwise, you may end up tangled in the strings of the puppeteer. And you'll be stuck wandering here until you turn into an ethereal.
Wow. That's some timing. Welcome. Huh. That is very strange. I see it on the YouTube website, but it doesn't seem to have appeared on the stream or in OBS. Yeah, it looks like the guy I banned, it looks like Twitch has already flagged as a suspicious user for ban evasion, so I'm guessing it probably didn't, like, only well, no, you are a moderator, so if it was showing up for moderators, you should have seen it. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what's up with YouTube either. Really? Okay. Well, try putting something new in the YouTube chat. See if it updates now. Now that it's actually showing the stuff you posted before. Yeah, looks like it works now. That's certainly odd. But hey, it's working now, so I guess it doesn't really matter why it wasn't before. Also, why is this message still here after I banned this guy? What kind of idiot at Twitch made it so that you can't delete spam messages from... You can delete normal messages, but can't delete, like, automatically flagged messages from your chat? That's so unbelievably stupid. Well, like, there's a delete option available for me for, like, everything you've put in the chat. But for the message that Twitch itself flagged, there's not. Oh well. It's not worth sitting here agonizing over for a whole lot of time. I already have that set to brief. Like, let me look. Yeah. I mean, I can try switching it to something else and back. Yeah, like, for some reason, no matter what I do, it's not considering that a deleted message. It's... Well, okay. The problem is that it's using my moderator chat specifically. So what happens if I do this? That's not what I want. Just watch this just completely mess up and I have to, like... Okay. Well, it's stretched now, but... Okay, really? There we go. I think that did the trick. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to try to make the text in the YouTube chat on the stream bigger, but I'm not actually sure how to do that. That's kind of what I was afraid of. Nope. Well, that's not right. Yeah, I mean, like, it does make the text larger, like I want it to, but it also makes it weird and bad looking. But yeah, like, I don't know when this happened, but at some point something happened so that the text in the YouTube chat was way smaller than it used to be. And for some reason it has to be resized in every direction. Like, it can't be resized just one way or the other. Unless... Oh no. There we go. Of course that squishes it. I wonder. Yeah, didn't think that would do much. Oh wait, this might actually... Yeah, that's better. Except that it's overlapping with the Twitch one. Can I just move it down? Yes. That also makes it easier to see from where I sit when I'm playing.
Securing the perimeter.
Don't tell me I scared him off already.
Okay.
All exits are now sealed. Nothing slips through my
Of course I get killed while I can't actually control the character.
I'm unstoppable!
securing the perimeter. Perfect teamwork.
Watch and learn!
Exits are now sealed.
Flames fade, ash remains.
Let me show you. And the winner is me!
The Ethereals here haven't changed. Their attacks are well organized. Clearly, they're still under Geppetto's command. How are things on your end? Did you encounter anything unusual?
What do you mean by unusual? I did encounter some annoying and incompetent mercenaries and a broken extraction tower.
Mercenaries. And an extraction tower. Oh, that's right.
I was forced into combat and had to fix a broken extraction tower. That's not right, is it?
Oh, sorry. Let me explain. After going through the Institute's data on replica relics, I suspect that they've known about Geppetto all along and collected loads of data from it. But neither the Institute nor the military has tried to take down Geppetto. On the contrary, they're letting the Ethereals roam the Lost Void under its control. So they must think Geppetto's well supervised, and don't see a reason for drastic measures. Those mercenaries you ran into were probably hired by the Institute to check on Geppetto regularly.
You make a fair point, but if they come here regularly, how did they get trapped in the bunker?
That's because the situation with Geppetto has exceeded their expectations. Like you said, the etheric extraction tower was destroyed. Whether by sabotage or not, the ether currents clearly affected Geppetto and the ethereals it controls. Geppetto and its subordinate ethereals lost control and launched an unprecedented attack that overwhelmed the mercenaries. Their planned routes and tactics have all failed. They had to take shelter in the bunker and got stuck until you found them.
The Institute has been monitoring Geppetto for quite some time, but even they couldn't predict its change in behavior. And the only thing we have to fight back are some replica relics. That's bad news, isn't it?
We can't say for sure yet. For now, the Dark Wall is on the back burner. Our top priority is Geppetto. It was already strong, let alone a Geppetto that's gone berserk. One thing is for sure. You can count on the etheric coagulum, whether it came from me or leaked from the Institute's lab. After collecting enough replica relics, I can already predict Geppetto's movements through the changes in ether activity. Let's keep tracking it. But do be careful.
Securing the perimeter. Ambush.
I'll take you.
I'll take point. So unfamiliar. I'll cover you. Great hit! Just finishing the job.
Execution continue!
All exits are now clear.
Things are about to get violent.
Oh. Okay.
We fight together.
I pledge my honor!
Securing the perimeter. Neutralizing. All exits are now sealed.
Flames fade, ashes remain.
Let me shine. Your journey ends with me. Removing
Man, it sure would be nice if I could actually read the entirety of what these do. No, but I don't really have any choice but to get something I'm not sure about. Yeah, like when I try to look at, like, the full description doesn't show in the box and it doesn't let me highlight it to scroll it.
Make way for the undefeated champion!
A beautiful shooting star!
Let me show you how it's done.
Everything's under control. Let me show you. The best defense is a strong offense.
Geppetto is leaving. We have to go after it.
Sorry, I'm afraid I'll have to ask you two to stay here. What happens next is none of your concern.
Oh, you're still here? I thought you'd be off getting permission to access the bunker.
Is that the military bunker? Shall I get in touch with Captain Roland for you?
You?
That's enough. Let me speak with them.
Understood.
And who are you? Sorry, we're busy chasing after Geppetto. Not that it concerns you.
Please be patient. Apologies for our previous discourtesy. It was our mistake. We only recently learned that you're... In any case, as an exceptional independent investigator, you have the right to know more about the situation. Please trust in our goodwill. As long as you don't push further into Hollow Zero, we can provide you with all the information you want, plus more useful tools like the replica relics. Furthermore, as a token of our apology and respect, we will also provide you with another piece of information before you leave Geppetto's territory.
And what information is that?
Have you ever considered that powerful corrupted entities might not just be an act of nature, but rather something created by people?
What? Who are you? And what exactly do you mean?
We'll leave it at that. If the opportunity arises, I'll be in touch. Oh, and one more thing. I've received your weekly report, Miss Ray. A poor QA engineer has been distressed about your hypervigilance on the Institute's data security. So, based on his suggestion, and in light of your contributions investigating Geppetto, you have been granted extended clearance. You don't need to trouble your bamboo to write reports anymore.
Thanks to you, the Institute gave me access to the files that were classified. In a hidden directory, I saw another familiar name along with Geppetto, who, by the way, is now back under the Institute's watch after you defeated it.
Let me guess. Nineveh?
That's correct. As expected of my most trusted independent investigation team captain. All it took was that one hint from my, mystery superior for you to connect the dots. Powerful corrupted entities created by people. That's unsettling. At least we've got more time now to unravel these mysteries. I'll contact you as soon as I have more information, and we can investigate Hollow Zero together again.
Of course. Feel free to contact me anytime you have news. I can't get what they said out of my mind.
Right, there's one other thing. I think I mentioned before that our outpost is planning to renovate. Following the Geppetto going berserk incident, the outpost has finally started demolishing its hangar and logistics station. They should be removing the last bit of the metal frames right about now. If you're interested, you can head to the observation deck to check out the view now. No matter how many times I see it, the fractured land in front of Hollow Zero still weighs on my mind.
Alright, well with that, I'm right at 2 hours, which is actually longer than I expected to play for. But I think I'm gonna finish up and call it a night. 'Cause I am really tired for no good reason. Warframe's getting an update tomorrow, so I guess that'll be what I stream on Thursday. And then on Saturday, I'll get back to Star Rail, I guess. I thought about doing that tonight, but I did not expect it to have the time to get very far. But I guess that's it.